Hey guys, welcome back to Life with Lex. Today I have for you a video on how to tint your brows and lashes at home to save you money and time in the morning, and especially help the girlies that have super blonde lashes and brows. All right, so this is my before. And the after. Don't forget to like and subscribe if this video helps you at all. I appreciate it so much, and let's get into it. As far as products go, there are a handful of different brands on the market. There's Refectosil, that's a big one, Hair Pearl, Ardell. A lot of people started using the men's beard touch-ups, but I started using the Hair Pearl. I feel really good about it. It's made in Germany. I know they have different standards on their products there, and this is just the perfect shade for me and my golden hair. Refectosil is super readily available online. You are going to need some sort of petroleum jelly, Q-tips, a washcloth or cotton rounds to wipe it off, that you don't care if it gets dirty. Some sort of brush, a spoolie is helpful, and then something to put it in, preferably glass because it'll stain. You will need some sort of oxidant or developer. There's cream and liquid. Mine just came in the pack with a liquid. And if you would like, you can also use some sort of micellar water. So starting off for prep, it's really important that you get everything off of your skin before doing anything. So I have double cleansed. You want to really make sure there's nothing on there. So I'm going to go back in and actually hit it with micellar water again, just to make sure everything is off and I have a clean surface to work with. Honestly, you don't need a ton of product, especially because I use two different shades for my brows and lashes. So like this amount is totally great, and that will be more than enough. As far as oxidant goes, you are supposed to use about a 1-to-1 ratio. So I try to err on the side of caution and do a handful of drops and then mix it in together and then add more. Based on how the texture is for the cream, because you don't want it too liquidy, you don't want it too thick, you have to be able to work with it, so it's better to err on the side of caution. I think that I got a good texture there. I'm gonna let that sit while I go ahead and go in with my Vaseline and just use a Q-tip to apply it all around and give myself the shape and protection for my skin so that it doesn't dye the skin where it's not supposed to. And I do my eyes at the same time, even though I do my brows first. The more time you spend doing like very intentional, detailed prep work, the easier the cleanup will be for you, and you will thank yourself, trust me. You might be looking a little bit greasy, but just trust the process. This is what we're looking like right now. I'm gonna go ahead and start going in. I use a few different tools. So I have a brush like this. I also have like an old eyebrow pencil that has this kind of tip that I really like for getting in between the hairs. Love it. And I also use like a spoolie to do the eyelashes. For your eyebrows, you are supposed to do around 3 to 5 minutes. If it's your first time, I would recommend going 2 to 3 minutes just to see how it is. You can always go darker, you can't go lighter. It does fade, but you know, it's better to be safe than sorry your first time. I've done this before, so I kind of know what I like in the process. For me, in certain areas where I need more, like my arches need more shape, so I kind of go over those more. And I like to do multiple iterations of it. Okay, I think that's good for my initial base layer. I'm gonna let that sit for a little bit, take it off, and then go in and fix the details where it's maybe not as well of coverage. So I will be back. One thing I will say that's really good about being able to do this at home is you can get like a whole setup for like under $30. And if you just do that twice, you're saving yourself money and you're gaining a skill while you do it. I will say you have to be extremely careful working around and near the eyes, and because it's a very sensitive area, especially with certain brands using certain ingredients, you want to be very, very careful. I'm not an esthetician or anything like that. I just figured out how to do this at home, so this is just what I've learned. Okay, it's quite a bit darker now, so I'm gonna go ahead and start taking off my first application and see what I need to adjust. It does dye the skin a little bit, so it's just part of the process, but the skin dye does fade relatively quickly, so it's nothing to be worried too much about. This is where we're sitting at for first time. I'm pretty happy with it, particularly this one. I'm liking a lot better than the other one. I'm probably just gonna go in and do a little bit of here and there, like this part right here, and a little bit more on the arches, but I don't want to go too much darker than this. It is helpful to go back against the grain of your hair to kind of get the backside of it as well, so it looks funky while you're doing it, but I promise you it helps. Apply it to the whole hair, especially if you have blonde hairs. This is where we're at. I'm happy with it. I'm gonna let it sit a little bit longer and then take it off and move on to my lashes. It's a little bit darker, but just remember that it's only gonna get lighter from here, and the skin is dyed a little bit, so that will also fade. But I went ahead and mixed the next shade for the lashes. I'm actually gonna trim my brows, so I'm gonna spoolie everything up, and everything above my natural brow line I'm gonna go in and trim it with just a little pair of scissors. Alright, my friends, it's time to move on to the lashes officially. This is what we're looking like, and this part you want to be extremely careful with. If you don't have very steady hands, I would not recommend doing it. You have to be incredibly careful not to get the product in your eye, and if you do, you want to immediately wash it out, and your eyes might be irritated from this. There is risk with it, so it's not for everyone. But for those who would like to assume that risk and go ahead and do it at home, I would recommend starting off with the top at the base and going out, and then kind of like working your way in between and doing the bottom afterward. Okay, when you go in with the spoolie, you want to try to work it in through the lashes because they kind of clump together. So you can kind of use the back and forth motion and also go toward yourself if you can carefully. Otherwise, I would just err on the side of caution. It looks a little bit crazy, but because there's, you know, residue, but I promise the Vaseline is kicking in. You can just wipe it off like this and it comes off, so trust the process. I am done with the lashes. My eyes got a little bit irritated when I was doing the bottom, so I went ahead and just stopped. It's more important to honor your body and your body's reaction than to keep going if something like that happens. So this is what we're looking like right now. Not perfect, but definitely closer to what I like and what I want. It is a bit dark right now and will fade, but what I love about doing this is I can just use my eyelash curler and not have to deal with the texture of mascara or applying it or having to take it off, but I can still get more enhanced lashes kind of look going. And it really just showcases the tinted lashes. Like, look at that. For a redhead, like, pretty impressive. Thank you so much for watching. I will go ahead and link the products that I use down below if you want to check those out. Thank you for your time and attention. If you found value in this, go ahead and like and subscribe to my channel, and I hope this answered some of your questions and will make your life a little bit easier on an everyday basis like it does for mine. Okay, until next time.